Yo, what is going on, people? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm not doing too bad myself. We've got the room done, we've got anime posters up there, we've got the grey and the white. The room looks nice, right? But let's get into the video, right? You guys are here to know what Maslow's hierarchy of needs are, how they can apply to you, and where you can move forward in life. So if you don't know what Maslow's hierarchy of needs are, they are basically a guide. They are basically steps and reasons for someone's behavior. So this includes motivations, this includes the reason why someone even acts or thinks the way that they do in certain situations. So if you've ever wondered why you behave the way that you do, why you focus on the things that you do, or whether that's with another person, why they do the things that they do, why they think the way that they think, this is a great indicator for you to be able to understand yourself and other people, to better connect with yourself, to better understand yourself, but also other people as well. So there's 5 stages. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to explain each stage. I'm going to list them off, and then I'm going to get into detail about which stage, right? So let's start off with physiological needs. That's number 5, or the bottom one, the major base, right? Then we have safety needs. Then we have love and belonging. We then have self-esteem, and then we have self-actualization. So let's repeat that. We have physiological needs, safety needs, love and belonging, self-esteem, and then self-actualization, right? So disclaimer, just before we start off, the lower end of the list is the most important, it's the most primal. If we do not have these things at the bottom, it is very difficult to focus on the things that are above, and I'm going to explain why, right? So let's start off with physiological needs. These are your essentials, the things that you need to survive. If you don't have them, you'll go crazy, you'll lose your mind, or worst case, you end up. Right. So physiological needs, this includes your food, your water, and your shelter. Now, the reason why these are so essential is because anytime you are hungry, anytime you are thirsty, anytime you are cold or super hot, the first thing that you're thinking is, how can I fix this? It's urgent, it's an urgent response that we all have. It's essential, we need it to survive. If we do not have food, we will starve. If we do not have water, we'll get dehydrated. We'll get dehydrated and we'll die of thirst. If we do not have sufficient shelter, we'll get cold, we'll get hypothermia, depending on whether it's like super cold or whether it's super hot. We need these things to be in a sorted manner. These things are very essential for us. If they are not sorted properly, then it will cause a lot of problems for our comfort and our satisfaction, and we may even pass away from it, right? So that's physiological needs, things that are absolutely essential. So your food, your water, and then your shelter. Now, a step above that, once you have met the bottom one, you can then focus on the ones that are above that. That's the way, it's kind of like a ladder, like a pyramid, basically. You start on step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move on to other steps before or higher. So for example, you can go from step 1 to step 3, step 2 to step 5. But if you don't have the ones at the bottom sorted, it's very hard to maintain and focus on the steps above that. So this is why it has 5 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So next we have safety needs. So these are the ways that you resume or you keep on having your physiological needs met. These are the reasons, these are your resources, basically. So if you want to have food, water, and shelter, common things that adults do, getting a job. Common things that children do, stick around your parents, because your parents provide your food, water, and shelter for you. And also, as an adult, you have the money, the resources in order to maintain your own food, your own water, and your shelter, right? So at the bottom, we have physiological needs, food, water, shelter. Then a step above that is your means for maintaining that food, water, and shelter, which is your resources, which could be a job or your parents if you're a child, right? Next, we have love and belonging. So this is your friendships, this is your relationships, this is working with people. As you have all your food, water, and shelter met, you also have your job and your means for maintaining those things. You start to realize that it's more important, not necessarily more important, but it'll be more enjoyable if you can share all of these things with other people. Because we are social creatures by nature. We grew up evolutionary-wise thinking if we separate from these people, it means death. If we separate or get cast out from the tribe, we are going to die. So it is a core need for us to be met, but it is not as essential as needing food, water, and shelter and maintaining those supplies for us. So a step above that is also working with people, because you can support each other, you can share your food, water, and supplies with other people. You can connect, have fun, enjoy yourself. Emotions are all high. Emotions can be related to. You can connect with people, you can enjoy your time with people, and that is basically love and belonging. So it also includes romantic partners, romantic relationships as well. When it includes like raising children, when it includes raising like family members, having that support system allows you to maintain all of the steps below it a lot better, right? Now, a step above that is self-esteem. So as I said before, the higher you climb in this list, the more actually I didn't say that, let's redo this, right? One thing that you may notice, the higher you climb in this list, the more picky you are with the types of things that are below it. So here's what I mean by this, right? If you don't have any food, any water, or any shelter, you'll take what you can get. Beggars can't be choosers, as they say. But as you climb higher and higher and you have the resources to maintain a lot of food, water, and shelter, if you have all of the resources, if you have, let's say, a lot of people supporting you, you can be more picky with the type of things that you have. So as I said before, if you don't have food, water, and shelter, you take whatever you can get. But as you climb higher, if you have a lot of these resources, you can say, I don't really feel like having things that come out of the trash. I don't really feel like having things that come from that dirty water. I want bottled water. I want filtered water. I want to have steak instead of having chicken and rice every night. That's an example of self-esteem. You start to become more picky with the type of things that you have. You start to think, is this thing beneficial for me, or is it just essential to have? You can be picky with the type of job that you have. You're not just focused on, this job is all I have. You can start thinking, this job is better for what I want out of life. This job is better for supporting me in general. And that includes people as well. This person is very beneficial for my life. I want to maintain a relationship with them. They make me feel happy. They make me feel appreciated. They make me feel confident as a person, and vice versa. This person is not good for my life. This person takes away from my happiness. This person is stopping me from feeling proud and happy of myself. So therefore I will remove myself from them. That's as you climb higher and higher. Your self-esteem starts to think, is this good for me? Is this not good for me? You start to become a bit more picky with the things that you do choose, right? Now, finally, we have self-actualization. So this is what people typically associate with purpose. Now, purpose is something that you would do if you wouldn't get paid for it. It's something that's truly deep and truly resonates with you as a person. It's something you would do over and over again, regardless of what you got paid for it. It makes you feel complete. It makes you feel proud and happy to be you, right? So a prime example of this is people who are philanthropists, people who like to donate, people who like to give money. They have such an abundance of all the steps that are below: the food, the water, the shelter, the income to maintain the food, the water, and shelter, the people associated to maintain all of those things as well. And they have the self-esteem and confidence to determine whether the things below actually meet their needs or not. They can now focus on bigger and larger events, which is more impactful, which represents more of the image they have for themselves and the overall idea they have of life. So this could be them donating to charity, this could be them to starting their own, this could be people doing events, this could be people starting different groups, starting different sections to support other people or support themselves. So this is typically self-actualization. You start to feel proud and happy. You start doing things specifically for you to make yourself feel proud of yourself. So that is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the 5 steps. We're going to do a quick summary. So we started off with physiological needs. This is essential things you need, you cannot live without. This is your food, your water, and your shelter, right? Then a step above that, at step 4, it is your safety needs, right? So it's your security, what provides you with comfort and stability. This could be a job if you're an adult, and this could be relying on your parents if you're a child, as an example, right? Next, we have love and belonging. So this is your friendships, your relationships, your romantic partners. This is working with people to maintain all of the things that you have down below. You already have your food, your water, your shelter, and you have the income or whatever means of maintaining those needs. You now find it more beneficial to share it with other people, connect with other people, have fun, reproduce, all of these things. You find it more beneficial to work with other people to get those things. Next, we have self-esteem. You become a bit more picky with the type of things that you have. You have more choice, you have more abundance. So you can say, that's food, that's water, that's shelter, but it's not exactly what I want. So let me choose something that's higher. Let me choose something that'll make me feel proud and happy about myself, right? So instead of going for what everyone else wants or whatever's available, you have more choice. Instead of saying, I want chicken and rice every day, you say, I want steak, I want lasagna, I want, name anything exquisite. I don't know, what's that thing that people get in restaurants? I know like the fish eggs. I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys let me know. I don't remember. I'm not rich. I don't know. But do you know? I thought of the name. I completely forgot it. So next, a step above that is self-actualization. This is you living more in your purpose. You truly you feeling very proud and happy of who you are as a person. It allows you to expand on things that make you feel more proud and more confident. You start to think of, how can I make an impact? I've got all the food, I've got all the water, I've got the income to make that, I've got all the people around me, I'm proud enough to accept what I've done in myself. What's next? Let me give back to other people. Let me support other people. Let me do other things that make me feel complete. Let me do something that makes me feel the best like myself. So these are the different stages of motivation that can happen within Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Let me know what stage you guys think you are on, and let me know what you thought of this video. I love and appreciate you guys. Take care of yourself.